First things first is that you want to find the item that you want to texture in Blender. And the one that I'm looking for is a UGC creation, so I'm going to UGC. And you're oftentimes going to want to turn on unavailable items, since you're not buying anything, we're importing something. So I'm just going to search it right now. And it's not even the first result, he has a robot search as whack. And all you want to do is just copy the ID from up here, these numbers, and you just copy them. Now we go into Roblox Studio. Okay, now that you're in Roblox Studio, you're going to want to download the Quick Insert plugin, which I'm going to put in the description. And you just put in the ID of the item that you got earlier. And you import it, and you're like, where is it? Right there, but. So one core thing you should do is set the orientation to this. Just so the front faces the right way in Blender. For some reason the back is the front in Blender. I have no idea why. But anyways, make sure you set the position to 0002 so it's not like at some weird offset. I've seen multiple people do that in the last one, but anyways. Just right click, export, and then you export it to wherever you want. Okay, now that you're in Blender, you just want to delete the cube, and we're going to import the cube again, but a different one, I swear, as a wavefront file, since that's what I exported in. So it's going to be somewhere in here, wherever you put it, I mean. So I'm just going to click import, and there's our cube. I'll remove cube. And if you want to see a texture, you just turn the color tape to texture. And if you don't want any shading, you just change the lighting to flat. Now I'm gonna fix the material, since for some reason it doesn't on mine, and it might do it on yours too. So you just gotta disable show backface. And I don't think we need an alpha texture for this particular one. But you might need it for some particular one. We're going to import an image. I'm just going to import this. This is a demonstrate. You can just change it. There we go, but you notice it's all blurry and it's, it doesn't look like Steve, is what I'm trying to say. And the first thing that's wrong is that it's really blurry. So I just changed the render type to closest, I mean the interpolation type. And to fix this thing, we go to UV editing. We're gonna have to do this again. And make sure you create a new UV map when you're doing this. Since you can't change this UV map in RHS, you're going to have to bake it onto there. So I usually just name it like a Roblox map, so I remember. And now we're gonna try fixing this UV. First thing, we're gonna change this to snap the pixels and corner. So it snaps to the corner of every pixel. Now I'm just gonna bring every face into its correct position. Rotate it by like R90, nope, R negative 90? Yeah, R negative 90, which means rotate it 90 degrees negative. I'm just gonna do it for the rest of the faces.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Oh, and also, if you need to scale anything up or down, you just use S as a shortcut. You can scale it up, down, or you can do this specific ones like S, X, -1, then see up or around. Almost there. Just gotta do this last one. Okay, now that our UV is done, we're gonna go to texture painting. Just to teach you it. The first thing you're gonna notice is that your brush is like really blurry. Let me show you on the top part. It's like really blurry. And to fix that, we just change the font off to constant. From here. And there, no more blurriness. But then if you go here, you notice that it's still blurry. And to change that one to not being blurry, you just disable anti-aliasing. Like most of the time you don't, but I just do that so I can be really lazy with my textures. Whenever I have to make color edits. And some basic shortcuts are S to sample colors. So you can have an out. You can make things drop, etc. So I'm just going to do a simple edit. You are blind! Oh no! You're blind! You're blind! And that's my edit. This is a simple demonstration anyways. And now you may be asking, how are we going to change it to RHS UV? Well, A, you must have forgot that I said texture banking, and B, I didn't have a beam, so I just I'm fine. So we're gonna have to change your render engine. Oops, let me change it back to the default. You're gonna have to change your render engine to cycles. Since Eevee doesn't have texture bake yet, So I'm gonna make a new texture that's going to bake to. Just in case if you ever need to edit the original texture. I'm just gonna call it bake. That's what I usually call it. And you're going to change the bake type into diffuse and disable all the lighting contributions and only have the color. You only want them colors. And there's one last thing. Select the Roblox map and select the image you're baking to from here. It'll be the picture that's displayed if you go into the viewport shading and texture. So now we're going to bake it. Just click and bake. And if everything went right, you will have your texture. And then you can just export it wherever you want. And that's all basically. I have nothing else really to say. I hope this helped you if you needed help. And hopefully I didn't forget.